Hello everyone, and welcome to today's topic of knowing how to talk, but when to walk. Today's lesson is about how to speak to people without overstepping your boundaries, while remaining proper, and while maintaining love. A lot of times it seems that Christians, they speak with an air of superiority, the whole I'm right and you're wrong attitude. It seems that we've forgotten or completely neglected to remember that we were once in a place of disbelief as well. The Bible has something to say about this very instance. In Titus chapter 3, verses 1 through 3, it says, "Remind them to be submissive to rulers and authorities, to be obedient, to be ready for every good work, to speak evil of no one, but to avoid quarreling, to be gentle, and to show perfect courtesy toward all people. For we ourselves were once foolish, disobedient, led astray, slaves to various passions and pleasures, passing our days in malice and envy, hated by others and hating one another." How many people have ever been reached by choking them with the Bible or by beating them over the head with it? Very few, I'm sure, if any. That brings me to my next point. The Christian world seems to completely lost its way of love, true love. And before I go any further, let me elaborate on that point. Love is not withholding the truth. Love is not watering down the truth. If you water down the gospel, you're leaving out bits for sake of offending this person and that person. You're doing nobody a favor. You're actually not being very loving at all. If you don't deliver them the message, who's to say that they'll ever get it? It's about how you deliver the message. You have to tell the truth and do so in love. What happens when you speak without love? People don't take that in very well. The Bible even tells us why people don't take that in very well. 1 Corinthians 13:1 says, "If I speak in the tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal." The chapter goes on to say that without love, things don't really have much point. How do we maintain love? How do we maintain the truth in love? There's a few: gentleness, meekness, courtesy. Here's an example. Alright, let's say I'm talking to a person. They confess to me that they were raised an evolutionist. Therefore, they don't believe in God. Alright? Here we go. This is the wrong way to approach the situation.
"Well, if you're not saved, off the hell you go."
While I've maintained the truth in the statement, without salvation, you're, destined for hell, I've lacked every bit of love. And that person just heard a bunch of clanging cymbals. I did nothing to touch their heart. I probably just made them really mad. And if they haven't hit me, they probably want to hit me. Now, let's try this a different way. The same person tells me they were raised an evolutionist. This time I'm going to reply, "I'm sorry to hear that. Perhaps maybe sometime we could discuss, see each other's points. I do feel that the Bible has a lot to offer you." Now, there hasn't been a direct exchange of information here. But rather than immediately shun the person, maybe, just maybe, they'll be more open to hear me at least, to listen to what I have to say, more receptive. So this is how we should carry on, in love. Without it, all things pretty much pointless. Sometimes we have another problem. Sometimes it's not love that's lacking from us, but we have people who come at us without any willingness to learn. Rather, they just want to be vicious, tear us down, give us a headache. It happens a lot on the internet. It happens in chat rooms, it happens on YouTube, it happens in forums. Sometimes it's the lost people, whether it's atheist, Muslim, Islam, being pounced by Christians. Yes, Christians can be completely disrespectful. I'm very aware of that. And sometimes it is the Christians who are being pounced by the atheists, the Islams, the Muslim. People in general, doesn't matter what they are, can be very, very disrespectful. If you find yourself in a situation where a person is just blatantly causing you disruption, the Bible tells us how to deal with these people. You warn them once. You warn them twice. And then you're done with them. Now, I don't mean to hold a grudge or not to forgive them, because you have to remember that if we don't forgive people, there's no forgiveness for us either. So, this is the point. This is when you walk. Don't sit around and fight with these people. The Bible tells us to withdraw from such things. And yet I see so many Christians, a lot of them actually starting the fight, but so many of them also just sticking around, fighting it out, trying to get the last word. I don't know how to put it any clearer than this. Speak the truth, the whole truth, but speak it in love. Give 2 warnings, and then from such disputings, withdraw. Until next time, love, peace, and God bless.